I joined the service. So I got in the service, I left, and and while I was in the service, I met a female. Thought she was cute and shit. And, I figured, fuck it, we're digging each other. So we got married and shit. Like, I met her in January. We were married by June. I'm not telling anybody to do that shit. But I was stationed here at Travis Air Force Base. She got stationed in Virginia.
Yeah.
And I had to finish my on the job training OJT out here and then go join her in Virginia.
Yeah.
So I was out here for a couple months finishing up that shit. And when I was headed to Virginia, I told my older brother, I said, hey, man, we both haven't been home and I'm about to hit 21. I said, why don't we stop in Vegas and then go visit family in Texas? I'll leave you in El Paso and you can fly back home and I'll continue my trip out to Virginia. Well, that's what was planned. That's not what the fuck happened. So we went to Vegas. I've got a bunch of pictures of me and 10 fingers and shit,
For proof. In case you guys have never seen this, and I'm pretty sure my super producer P has never seen this since he just mentioned today. Show him the 9 fingers situation that you got going on. Let me see the other 5.
The other 5. So it's like,
all right, cool, yeah. So just so he's not a Ninja Turtle.
So,
like this is this is a situation that he went through.
So for me, I was like, okay, cool. We went and had a good time in Vegas, did our thing, and then we left Vegas. My brother drove from Vegas to Tucson. I slept the whole way, and then I started driving, and he tells me, he goes, hey, man, if you start getting tired, just pull over. And I was like, okay, cool. We must have just hit, if you've ever taken that trip, there's I-10. So we had just hit New Mexico, which is probably 2.5 hours from civilization any which way, right?
Right, yeah. Even if you're in downtown.
Yeah.
You're downtown Santa
So
Fe.
I just hit into New Mexico and probably second mile marker, and that's when I started to feel tired. And I was like, fuck this. I put my DMX CD, I don't know if you saw it in my garage and shit.
I did.
Put that bitch in play, and that's why I still have that disc. And I didn't make the next exit. I fell asleep.
Okay.
And
so you're having one of these moments, because I think we've all had them. You're having one of these moments, I'm assuming, where like your eyes are getting heavy and they're starting to fall on you and shit. And you don't think about getting off the road or anything. None of us do. No, we usually always just fight through that. So, but that was the whole thing that took you out, just being extremely tired.
And I've always, let me put it out there, I've always been one that would fall asleep in the car as a kid and fucking, and so if I take extra long trips now, I get sunflower seeds or I do some extra. And I knew I was getting tired, but I think that's also the day I lost my religion. People are like, well, why would you do that? And I said, because I knew I was tired. All I was like, let me get to the next exit. Right. And I felt like it was determined for me not to make it to the next exit. Wow. And that's why I felt like, where I was like, man, like, why wouldn't, if there's a higher power, why the fuck would a higher power let that shit happen?
Wow.